Okay, welcome back to another episode. In the last episode, I actually forgot to choose the civic that I want to research. Production towards builders will be really good by the time I get this settler out, placed, and ready to work on some stuff. But gold from trade routes also seems really good, and we are going to unlock a trader and a second trader. I don't know actually if we get two trade capacity by the time we research foreign trade, because we will get one when we research pottery, I think. Double check on that, but yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to discover a second continent, and we may improve 3 tiles by buying a builder and improving the tiles that way. So it'd be good maybe to hold off on researching this because there's a possibility of boosting this one, and I think given that we're on a dual size map, there is no possibility of boosting this one. So this is technically a little leftover turn 8 nonsense, but rolling over to turn 9, I forget that we got Himiko there. Oh, and we have a gradient dust storm. Whoa! It's occurring down here. The good thing about this is we don't have any units like here to get injured, but also there's a possibility that some of these tiles, so far, zero tiles damage, 0 population loss, 0 units killed, 0 tiles gain fertility. This is always the coolest one. But yeah, let's see. We have our scout. I don't know that scouting this direction, like we do have Nazca here. And if we want, we can always soothe them by putting at least 2 more envoys in with them. One of them we can get from a trade route with them. But then, yeah, being a suzerain of them gives us vision of their units and visibility of everything their units can see. So I think that's probably a more efficient way of seeing this side of the map. Right now, yeah, I wonder. I think... See, now this is blocking us a little bit. This is some good looking land over here though. Let me just walk this way. There's always a very strong chance, I think, of finding a tribal village in like the depths of the tundra. And right now what I have is a good thing going of like seeing the very top and bottom of the map. We are of course going to want to move in this direction. That reveals virtually nothing. Interesting little ice patches with fish in them. But yeah, I don't want to, I think these videos are getting long, so I'm going to try to keep this one pretty short. There's not much we can do with 38 gold. There's not much we can do with science or culture techs. I'll minimize this now. But next turn, we'll have our next settler, and I think we're going to set it over here. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. In test runs I've done of this particular kind of game, dual map, it's possible, it's possible there's just another continent like over here, and we'd have to cross the water to get our missionaries and apostles to the opponent and spread their religion. So one thing we might actually have to do, depending on where our opponent spawns, is research all the way towards shipbuilding, celestial navigation, and cartography. If it happens that we have to cross the ocean to get to our opponent, we're going to have to actually transition to a very heavy science game, to get a tech like cartography early enough. Like this is saying 103 turns on online speed. Now, obviously that's based on our current science, which is 3.5 per turn, and we're going to want to boost that by doing other things. But the alternative is like if our opponent's over here on the same continent, no reason to do that. We'll just build holy sites and throw tons of religious units at them. But it's a good thing to keep in mind. And so far, maybe what we end up doing is replacing this Mequop with a campus. Because the reef. The reef here will give it a little bit of extra adjacency. Or maybe we put it here and its adjacency with a potential harbor and the city center will be enough to give it even a little bit more adjacency, get a little extra science out of it. But yeah, one of the best things I think we could possibly do if we do need to rush shipbuilding technology and caravels and cartography is just make sure that our religion is actually very science heavy, and there are a few ways to do that, but we'll see more of that when the time comes. Let's get hyped for next episode. I mean, come on, let's get ready for this settler to come out. This will be exciting, and then we'll start working on our holy site, and we'll start working towards getting that religion. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.